psychology today, the world's most popularly ranked biggest fear is speaking in public. This makes fear number 2, which means logistically, if we were all at a funeral, most people would rather be in the casket than at the podium. Now, I get it. Public speaking is scary, but I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be, especially after my how-to extemporaneous speech guide. We're going to look at this topic in 3 different areas. First, some of the basic elements of the organization of extemporaneous speeches. Second, the content and what actually should be in these speeches. And finally, some do's and don'ts about the performing of the extemporaneous speaking. So basically, every extemporaneous speech should have 3 parts: an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. This isn't unlike to most papers that I'm pretty sure all of you have written in college. Depending on how much content your speech has, you may want to divide your body portion into more separate spots because organization is absolutely key to keeping your audience engaged. And so you want to make sure that they're not getting confused or getting overload of information. And so, like I said, dividing your body into additional parts is a great way to keep it organized. Also, in between each portion, you want to have transitions. In other words, you don't want to just have everyone know whenever you're moving from one spot to the next by having it said explicitly. In fact, you want keywords to move you from one part to the other, not unlike how I'm now moving to my next point of content. See what I did there? So the first thing about giving a good speech is you have to prepare. And this means that you want to do a lot of research. You want to make sure that you know a lot about your topic, because why would someone want to listen to you if you don't know anything about what you're saying? Also, in order to combat that fear that comes with public speaking, you want to be able to feel prepared, and you want to be able to feel like you've gone through it a lot. So this is really, honestly, in my opinion, the most important part of giving a well-thought-out speech. Also, it's important to use and cite good sources for your research. You basically want to stay away from any public blogs or opinion polls where pretty much anyone can contribute. You want to stick to trusted news sites and journals that have been reviewed by experts. And not to mention, humor and anecdotes are also extremely important. Forbes in 2014 actually listed that these are the 2 most important aspects of public speaking to really engage your audience. You want to make sure that your audience is having fun and you want to have fun. And this is a great way to do it and connect on a personal level and make sure everyone's engaged and enjoying your speech. So finally, let's look at what actually is going on whenever you perform the speech. Some basic do's and don'ts. Always use gestures. It's a great way to appear comfortable, in control, and conversational. However, you don't want to overuse them. It can be a comfort thing for people to use their hands too excessively whenever they speak, and it can become a distraction. So if you can't think of a great gesture to use, honestly, just leave your hands at your side. I know it feels awkward, but I promise it's not as awkward as it feels whenever you look at it. Also, feel free to use note cards and other visual aids. If this will help you perform your speech better, that's absolutely fine. But again, don't let it distract the audience. If you're using a note card, it needs to be small, plain, and white, and about the size of your hand, no bigger. Visual aids, you need to be spending more time making eye contact with your audience than looking at your visual aid. Again, be conversational. This isn't to say don't be professional and don't appear to be in control of the audience, but you do want to appear comfortable and like you're speaking on a one-on-one level. So making eye contact with lots of different audience members, using hand gestures in a conversational tone helps keep your audience involved rather than just listening to a series of cited facts. And finally, again, this is extremely important. You want to tailor your speech to your audience and don't be inappropriate. So basically what this means is you want to look at the demographic of the people that you're speaking to. You don't want to walk into a room full of 80-year-olds and bring in Jersey Shore references, and you don't want to bore a room full of junior high kids with the benefits of a 401k. So just know who you're speaking to and make sure that your audience enjoys your speech as much as you should while giving it. So after my speech, I hope you understand that doing your Speech 101 assignment is not a fate worse than death. It actually can be really fun. So I'm going to leave you with one last bit of advice, and that's have fun. Take a breath, be confident, because if you have fun, your audience will too. Thank you. I'll edit it out. Thank you. I talk really